Hollows, so Hollow's engine doesn't diverge the game that much. Double so.
Wonder if this boy is still on the throne.
Yep. I've even started broadcasting trying to kill Jevil.
Your broadcast shall soon die. Where's Zedster's in the party? He's going to talk about very provocative subjects.
Please do not.
Retell the story of how you discovered anatomy.
I don't want to know. Well, it's not like it can be monetized anyways, so you know what? Go ahead.
God dang. I'd private your stream if I were you. I'm kidding.
What,
I know.
where
What
was that sound?
Jesus.
Was that my headset then? No,
That was new, guys. If you heard it, it shouldn't be your headset.
nah,
Wait,
but
what?
my headset was making that sound earlier when I was like trying to fix my mic.
What was it?
Just straight up crackles, mate.
Oh.
Not crackle
Yeah,
pop.
except you heard it. Like, that means it came off of someone else.
That was some serious not crackle pop in the background there.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, so. Christ,
Yeah,
I'm
so
terrible
probably
at this.
I wonder, can I still do the on and off mic sound?
Yes, you in fact can. I heard that.
At least it's not as bad.
So it's not as
It's
bad.
actually about
It's
the
still not
same.
as bad.
What about this?
No, there's a clear difference.
Oh, that. Ugh.
Definitely adjusting like the length of the headset, I guess. One of those type headset.
What?
Freaking Techno Boy does ASMR. Putting an
God.
elastic tube inside of you. ASMR.
Oh. Ew.
Roleplay.
That
Roleplay
sounds
just
a
kinda
bit
came out of
iffy.
my mouth. Sounds a bit engaging, a bit personal. I like it.
Yeah, you probably would.
What tech?
Did you know orange slices are good?
There are specific buttons you can press to do specific things on your controller. You see that button that looks like
That's a
an
nice
X?
whatever the fuck happened.
That's an action button. That button can be used to jump.
You filled him profile.
Oh my god, Jevil's freaking neck. Jesus Christ.
If you don't want to fall down here ever again, you should try pressing the X button. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
I feel like this headset would be harder to break. But it's got like this weird... I don't know how to describe it. The
It's got
cord is
both
made of fabric.
How's the cord made of fat? Wait, what? Wait.
Made of
It's
fabric.
Unhover. I'll force you to.
I don't know what it's called though, but it's made of fabric thingy. So I'm
I
not
can do
seeing
anything.
wings, but I can float.
Freaking world revolving, it has to be my favorite theme in this game. Because it's catchy. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
It kind of feels like Terraria Flight, just a bit faster. No.
Unhover. Or hover, and then unhover. No? Just... Yeah, I think the join bugged it. I can restart this, though. Just put it down again. And then do the same exact thing.
Huh?
Calm down.
Presses every button.
I'm resetting the thing. Okay, well that's on you. For some reason... Oh, these keep resetting to lead player annoyingly. Every time I tweak them.
Ooh,
Okay.
perfect.
These wings are pretty nice though. They actually do feel like wings.
Man,
I have
what is
to
this?
check all the tweaks again. Try holding X. Okay, good. Yeah,
Do my
wings are
little-
on now.
Yeah, I'm doing my little fluttering like I do in Terraria when I can't just hover and blaze. No. Oh, hey,
There's
multiplayer
two
functionality.
players.
Hey.
The wings do different animations, which is why I need to make them player specific. Because I can't just make them inside one piece of logic, since, I mean, I can, but I'll have to make the wings emit weirdly, but it'll still be player specific. I guess I could do that. Why not? It would look really bizarre too, like if you place down a logic called wings and you're fluttering and you just see these random things in the air emit that kind of look like wings, like in the chip or near the chip. That would freak players out. Look like the game's messing up. About game mess ups, I found freaking DDS screw up galore in Dungeon Defenders.
What is DBS?
Direct Draw Surface, which is a texture file developers usually use to augment shading in their games. Which is the easiest way and probably the best way to add shading to like areas that you don't really need a sun for or something.
Yeah, you could totally make a level of these like power-ups, like have something that enables wings on a character when they pick it up. No.
I was thinking of using this logic for that Geometry Dash project I had a long time ago that I had abandoned.
No, I just
Use it
like
for the
these
ship.
wings. They give
Why does
memories.
why do these
of
tiny
another
little
game.
balls do so much damage?
Yeah. I just like how your character animates. It's just
It
so
just
good.
already has the rising and fall animation, so it's perfect.
God, I hate this attack.
Got everything. And it also follows your rotation, so if you put a 3D engine down,
I have
It
a
would
bad
just feel
feeling
weird.
that one of the sides of the wings is transparent, though. I have that feeling.
Well, no, you can see them front and back. You just can't, like, they're 2D, so if you're moving left and right, it looks weird.
Why are my wings flickering?
What do you mean?
I see them flicker.
Probably because I also have them.
Alright, no, this is where I die. Yeah. Oh, that attempt was so good.
Wings are excellent, though.
I just gotta update them because I kind of wanted a more like 3D feel to the wings because the wings kind of feel 2D and flat because they are 2D and flat. So it's like, I mean 2D and flat are both the same word, but by that I mean like they're 2D as in literally two-dimensional, and they just have a really flat feel to them. Like they don't feel like they have depth.
They feel like wings to me, and they look like wings to me, so they're wings.
Okay. I mean, they do look like a power-up, though, which is what I was going for at the beginning. Which I'm still going for, but I need a 3-axis model power-up, not a 2-axis model power-up. And I'm not going to go all fancy with it. I'm more of an organic and promising person when it comes to making things. Like those Q-bots I made. I made those so well. Alright, I don't change things for the worse, I'd say. Please. Now that you can fly, fighting the blue ones should be easier.
Yeah.
If they don't mess up and fly. Anyways.
Combat shall occur.
Neat.
That, and I can regain my flight from them, I think.
Yeah, because you land on them. If you land on something, you Terraria flight. Which makes me wonder. I'm gonna take off this. Where is it? It's that air speed thing because I'm gonna put down. Actually, I don't have a 3D engine. Do you have a 3D engine?
No.
I mean, if you don't, I could just make them
I
on the
have
spot.
3D rotation. That's about it.
Okay, well, you can just put that on the broadcast chip, and I'll make the broadcast chip a 3D engine.
They get out of previews and then preview for some reason.
That's weird. Boom. We'll just
You
do this
actually
really
do-
quickly. Work in
Do I have the
synchronization.
3D rotation on me? I know I had one at one point.
Hang
I
on.
gave
You
it
could
to
repeat it.
someone. Actually, don't you have it? You used it on the Knuckles one time back.
It's in my backups.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Same thing goes with my actual 3D engine. Actually, I could play the level that gives it away. I mean, why not? All I have to do is just copy it. Be right back. And by be right back, I mean you're coming with me.
Yes. No, here you go. Thank you. Curious.
Just so you don't have the agonization of, yeah, I made up a word. Having this on your playlist, I'm just gonna copy this to the planet. Or should I say the moon? And moons are not planets. It doesn't meet the specific requirements to be called a planet, which is why it's called a moon.
Jupiter counts as a planet though. Not Jupiter, what was it called again? Pluto. And they say
Counted as
Pluto's
planet.
barely the size of our moon. That's what I remember.
Counted as a planet.
No, since I'll be able to.
Is this one of those fail the low levels?
So you'll still be stuck.
I'd be surprised if it is. It barely has that much logic in it.
No more than I would on a normal day.
That's some long loading there.
Oh, Jesus. I like this effect.
You were all kinds of colorful for a second. What was that? Uh-oh.
Notes. Alright, so see, like, direction switcher. That's what I talked about earlier. Like, everyone's made that, even me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so... Oh wait, we're actually going to need to play this
Alright.
out. Because all the logic in here is, like, spoof logic. Like, it just has the image. There's no actual logic. Which is pretty good that I did that, actually. Because, you know.
Thermometer. It's always neat.
Well, that's one reason. I could have easily put the logic in this. Whoa. By keeping the thermo. But, I also made it so if anyone, like, copy hacks this level or whatever, it can't really do much. Because when I make a giveaway, I want people to get those prizes, okay? The only level that is, like, copy hackable where someone will get all the prizes, besides the power-ups anyways, which is almost the most important part of the engine, is the Aqua Engine.
No, you still never finished in the Powerups, have you? Like the paintbrush?
No, I already finished those.
Boy.
I 100% finished those. In fact, I actually had an extremely long stream where I actually went and then fixed all the power-ups and made all these super player specific.
Nice sounds. I can hear that in
Those
HD
cute
now
things.
with this headset.
The freaking doors in this level. I like how I changed the name of them. Because a long time ago, the names of these doors used to be based off of like how smart you would need to be to like make them. But I thought that was so cringy. Like I just renamed the doors to like how the logic is made. So basically, there's simple logic, which are things like direction switchers and stuff. You know, things with like someone with burnt toaster and Little Big Planet IQ, well, create mode IQ specifically, could understand. And then there's very specific which is logic that's used in very specific conditions and doesn't usually work in just every condition. And then there's transformable logic, which is the more advanced, extremely useful logic that's also kind of specific, but is extremely transformable, and it's basically the universal form of logic, period. So like my interchangeable aiming system, that bad boy is on the Team Pix list of the quote-unquote official Global Planet Discord server. So that's how much people liked it, I guess. Interchangeable aiming system. Yeah. And then there's the sophisticated in-out mover, which is actually
Oh, there it is.
that bad boy needed to be created. I don't think anyone's in-and-out mover is better than that when it comes to just purely being an in-out mover. Oi, Mike! Hello. How dare you say hello to me when I say hello to you, Mike? You should just carry on your day. You think we're gonna have a conversation? What?
At this point, you are.
At this point, you are. What, Mike? You think you can be smart on me, you double that's my mouth, boy? I'm gonna drop kick your laddie. Down the old chimney hole goes my foot. What do you need? Ooh, cake! Actual Mario noise. I joined by accident, but I don't care.
Well, if it was an accident, I can always close that.
No, that takes too long. And sometimes makes me freeze.
Alright. I'll just chill.
Wah! Woohoo, matey! Wee!
I'm in this level again, by the way. There are new sprites. And some updated.
Yes, and surprisingly, it doesn't fail to load.
Oh yeah, there's these things now. They finally been remade. If you remember them.
They're from that version with the storm biome and stuff, the solar biome.
Oh, these biomes were always going to be a thing. The light and the distortion, which is basically corruption, but who cares?
My great remix of those songs will forever be remembered.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? You're the host, so just actually, I still need to delete a specific piece of logic though.
I fly backwards.
It's gonna work weird in and out. Try flying around. The broadcast chip might be glitchy when it comes to effects. No? Okay.
But
Good.
I lost the ability to flight for a second.
I think it's a 3D engine doing something like that. Because I know I made a lot of aerial adjustments to the 3D engine to make air acceleration, all that a thing. So it could be elements in your ability to fly. But other than that,
No,
it's
but I noticed
basically-
sometimes the chip just ceases to exist on me. It just goes out.
I think it's the other broadcast chip doing that.
I spin and I fly.
Look how perfect that looks, even with the 3D engine. Like, I should just make a level where you just fly around in 3D with just, well, 3-axis movement. And you're just like flying through a spooky cave. And then I use that one song you made. You're just chilling, actual monster comes from the wall and just eats you. You're like, nice, dude. You only have 4 lives, and it's an extremely hard level that's designed to look super easy, and it gets team picked, and everyone who plays it gets pissed.
Yeah, there are actual fearsome enemies over here now. I started walking at enemies that fly around the sky, and most of them are fish right now, but there will be other things. So we have the Star Smiley, which is basically a smaller version of this. No. Those fly around up there high in the sky. Also, I added a new abyssal version, or another thing. An abyssal version of these things. Anyways, these are going to be the main threats in the sky though. And this one's extremely rare. Because, you know, gold and whatnot.
Big and scary. Jesus. He's so big and scary.
Yes.
Grimace! Hey, what's your name? Grimace! And...
Oh yeah, there's like the flip around here though.
No. Got him.
And there's like a little flip around here though. The abyssal version of the Grimace is smaller than the like abyssal version of the Smiley, but the Sky Smiley is smaller than the, you know, Sky Grimace. Basically, which biomes they're more effective in.
Good.
Oh. Well, I guess you could count the sky as a biome.
Ascension. I'm about to ascend next Monday, because that's when my life becomes life. Monday. It is so close and I am so hyped. Get my GED finished. Go into like what, ECPI. I'll be at ECPI just developing programs and whatnot for everybody. Still not life, but once I get everything on track, I shall pursue my dream in becoming a reclusive scientist that just does experiments. And if I make enough money to the point where I can just like live in a lab without doing anything, I would just invite people over to do science experiments with me. Hey, I need somewhere to live. Can I live at your place? I can make you a house in the woods by spilling some serum on the ground.
Freaking that person you help just becomes your test subject.
You're like, hey, can you help me? It's like, look here, my friend. I'll provide you a place to live, but I'm going to. No. That sounds too like badly scripted. Look, I'll make you a place to live in the woods with this bottle I have. You'll just have to make an agreement. What is that? You'll have to be my test subject. That will be your job, and your payment will be living. Okay. Actual corrupt scientist. You'll be my test subject. I have made Damicoloso Momentium. It is a tasty drink that makes you as rough as a diamond.
You imagine if you actually made something that can turn humans into like gems and whatnot, minerals. How freaking useful that'd be, but people be scared of that technology.
The cringy Steven Universe fans, man. Drink the potion because they want to be literal white diamond.
And just gets pretty much
Yes,
turned into a
but
very
I call it by
valuable
potion
stone.
because the technical word would be potion. Like an energy drink, that's a potion by the technical word.
I thought potions were like mythical nonsense.
I mean, it's reverting mythical nonsense. I just hate using the word potion, but sometimes I'll use it because, like,
Lack
when
of a
you're
better
talking
word.
about alchemy a lot, when you're talking about alchemy a lot, you just say potion sometimes. That's a thing. Anyways,
I'd be hard
I think-
pressed not to call it a flask.
yeah, flasks. A flask is like something I'd give to the name of those. Well, I mean, of course, it's a type of bottle, but I would use the term flask if I'm talking about like making a specific thing like in the bottle while it's existing as it is.
and I pour the flask into a thing that someone drinks out of, and I just call that a potion. Depression. I have made you a new serum. Oh, what is it? Feather falling. Impossible. I call this Esbocerplatonium. What's it do? It burns the plasma in your body. That's how's that useful? Kill your enemies with it. But I have. How much does that cost to make? I can make billions of these if I wanted to. Like, okay, that's a pretty cheap and efficient weapon. My army will buy 15 million of those. Here comes production, baby. This is my blows nose atomos Tonio's bomb.
You know, I'm thinking
What's
about
that
this now, though. Talking about like different like mixtures or whatnot. I can imagine like one thing being able to augment someone's mind to the point where you're basically controlling them. Like you actually make them a mindless like drone, I guess.
That
Doing
exists.
something.
That already exists. And the funny thing, it's completely natural. There's a powder that you get from a certain plant that you blow in someone's face and they just become a mindless zombie. And you tell them what to do, they start doing it. It's
Where
like,
do we find this plant?
it's actually kind of common. I just forgot the name of it. The powder is usually referred to as like devil's dust or something. Like it's a name given to the people who found it. I don't know. That's just the easiest way to find out what it is.
That sounds like a very useful thing, though. And now I'm interested since you say it's a very common plant.
There is a Chinese restaurant that got
that.
sued at one point because they told the man to like, oh no, it was like a Chinese group of monks that had a restaurant, but ultimately their whole thing was to be monks, and they're like, if we blow this powder in your face, you know, you'll become a great person or something. And the man fell for it, and they blew it in his face, and they just told him to like take things from places. And the man just kind of woke up the next day, not knowing anything that happened besides his life was kind of effed up. The monks were later caught and arrested. The man didn't really face any charges, but he was told to be careful. It's a super old story, but it's kind of like one of the first instances of that really being used in a dangerous way. Some people, like drug dealers who deal things like heroin, will also carry that sometimes. And like if you're a person who they know that's like maybe wealthy or something, and you're like going to buy drugs,
I'm back.
they could like blow it in your face while you're like going to get some heroin from them or something, and then basically put you under a mind control, and they just ask you for like all your money and identification and everything. You're just 100% willing to give it to them.
That's a
Basically,
what
the mist does is that it makes you. It's like that form of unconscious where you're basically asleep, but your body still reacts to everything that's going around or going on around it. And then not only that, it makes you unconscious, but it also makes you super susceptible to read everything. Like it basically turns you to a yes man. So if you're just like, steal that person's bike, and the person's mind knows that pattern, like steal that person's bike, it knows what that means. It would just be like, sure, I'll steal that person's bike. I'm going to steal it. Here I go stealing it.
Here I go killing again.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
I'm actually interested in that dust now, though, and I want to do some experiments with it. See how
I
effective
can
it
actually
really
just
is.
look it up right now to find the real name of it. It was actually a scientific.
Metamorphosis.
I need the common name for it so I can just look up the picture of it and know where to find it. Now I'm
I'm just
interested.
gonna go on Google and type in devil mace drug. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called devil's breath. Devil's breath. All right. IO sign. I think that's how you say that. The formula, which is how to make it, or well, it's I want to say concoction of molecules. Carbon 17, hydrogen 21, and Jesus. Okay, I actually need to click on it. Pull it down a little bit so I can actually find the full ingredients list. Medical use? Okay. I mean, like, why not? Alright, fine. I'm actually just
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Okay, so the formula is carbon 17, hydrogen 21, nitric oxide 4. So that's the chemical formula anyway, I guess.
But you don't just like extract this from the flower, what you're saying now.
Ah, nice reference.
Get it from flowers.
Oh.
You can just also make, you can also just make it, like most things. Like when
As
some
you
people
probably
say,
know, I don't just have the random chemicals laying around just to make that. I didn't know about the flower.
freaking, it's probably, or no, not it's probably. It's like when I talk about, what is it, artificial flavors. And everyone's like, ooh, artificial flavors are bad for your health because it's not natural. Dude, sometimes the natural version of the like things people use to make that flavor has something in it that's bad for you, which is usually like in some things the artificial flavoring is just better because it's exactly the same chemicals and stuff as a natural flavoring. They take out some of the stuff that's bad for you. Of course, some artificial flavoring, not saying that all artificial flavoring is good, but I'm saying that, you know, there are some bad ones. Like, most of it is bad, but there are some good ones. Good ones and bad ones. Okay. So they come from this plant that looks like this. Not getting much information from it yet, so I'm gonna have to download the image. Become information searching. People are selling it. Okay. That's a fun name for a plant. Scopolamine, or scopolamine. Scopolamine? Maybe it's scopolamine. That's the easier way to say that. So yeah, the plant is called scopolamine, and it looks like, I already downloaded it, so I'm just gonna send it to you. Looks like that. The plant has little beads. The plant has little beads that are just like super dusty, or it's
I've
covered
seen
in
those
plant
before.
thing. I just
I've
hope I'm not
actually
getting
seen those
confused
before.
with those bell sprouts, whatever they're called.
I think they grow around here. Well, I didn't know the actual name of them though.
There are
It's
multiple
like the-
plants that look like that. This specific one is called, I'm just going to say scopolamine. Saying Scopple means just like the best way of pronouncing it. I can't.
I'm gonna try to look it up.
I can tell you how to spell it. You know that.
Okay.
SC.
I'm going to bookmark that. What if I haven't even started the Wii yet? I'm thinking I need to find some of these flats in the future so I can do some tests with them. Well, I don't really have any subjects yet.
Some people dub it the witchcraft plant. Alright. See, yeah, and there's another plant that looks like it called the Pranadanga plant, but it's not the cocaine. Looks exactly like it, too. I think. May actually click on that. That actually could be some BS. I've never heard of a plant called Pranadanga.
Is it a datura?
What?
It's like a white flower from what this thing is showing. This is a poisonous plant.
Yeah, there's a way to get that from it. I assume you're looking at the plant that's similar to the image I sent you.
Yeah.
Here's another plant that looks like it. Freaking Brugmansia or Bora datura.
Yeah, it's called a datura, or the thing is saying. D-A-T-U-R-A.
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing in the actual, like, wiki. Too bad the definition of it has 3 stars. The explanation, sorry, 3 stars. Women drugged by boyfriend. Okay. So Borandanga plants, I guess, is the best name to refer to it as when calling it, or when
See
similar.
what plant?
Barandanga. Or Barundanga. When associating it with the devil's breath.
Huh. Alright then.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chris has
That
more
looks like
health.
the plant.
I think it's super deadly. But it's also super helpful. It's got extreme medical use, apparently, but it's got extreme malicious use also.
Take
Though medical
pyrocene,
could fall under the
something like
terms
that.
of malicious.
Pyrocene. What it's called. I'm looking up the wiki article now.
Yeah, why are there these homeopathy coasts next to this?
So you said carbon 12, hydrogen 21, and whatever NO is for.
Yeah,
Going
nitro
on.
oxide 4. And nitro oxide.
So this has to be the plant then.
Yeah. Scariest thing. I bet they're hella expensive to have converted into like drug form though. That's the kind of stuff, like if you're trying to get it from someone, that's the kind of thing someone sells like an ounce for like $300 for. Of course, you don't have to blow it in someone's face to turn them into a mindless zombie. You can give them it other ways, or in other ways.
You can tip their drink. You can give them a roofie.
I'm just imagining that.
Poison
Yeah.
green.
Becomes Bill Cosby.
Anything that causes it to enter them. But then you got
Disconnect the
Yeah, I don't have school tomorrow again. The blizzard was that bad that they're still removing snow. So, we'll be here tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. Hoo-ha?
my scientific.
Hmm.
You know, I'm imagining cults probably use this plant for something to like brainwash members into believing what they're believing.
Metamorphosis.
That's probably one thing.
I mean, it sounds plausible to be honest. I'm so glad. There's this thing on Knights Chronicle right now called the Valentine's, or not Valentine's, the Spring Board event, which usually they always do these board events like every holiday or season. They're random. Sometimes it's a holiday, sometimes it's a season. And when a new board event comes out, you can play these advents to get these dice, and you need 100 dice to make a roll. The harder the advent, the more dice you get though. So if you're playing one of those extreme advents, you get like, what, 20 something dice, so that's good. I am so glad one of the SSR advents that's out right now is the freaking Britain one. Because I wrecked the Britain advent, okay? And by the way, all of the SSR advents give you the exact same amount of advent materials. They just give you a different hero and a different essence, which is why you would play the different ones, of course. Unless it's Boss Rush. That's the only SSR advent that actually gives you way more material than all the other ones. But Boss Rush is the scariest thing on the planet because it's a 5-star.
It's a 5-star.
Dude, people are afraid of the Tesla event. Like, even the top players are afraid of the Tesla event, and that's a 4-star. Boss Rush, a 5-star, with a new difficulty, which I basically predicted because I said, hey, they should make a new dungeon with a difficulty called freaking, I think I called it Apocalypse or something. It was like, they should do it! And then they did it! Freaking 5 stars, and the picture is just, I think it's Decane, I can't really tell who it is, but he's looking at you. And then there's like dark silhouettes behind him also looking at you.
I
All
can
you
do
see is just
anything.
Boss
Can you
Rush.
kill me?
Boss Rush Advent. 5 stars, and you're afraid of even touching it. I touched it, by the way.
His body cannot be killed. Well, it's gonna be in a minute. Or it's my body that's gonna be killed. I mean, whatever you want.
Trainer Red versus new female Pokemon trainer. Who will win?
Well, it depends on the kind of Pokemon that they have.
No. Not in this case.
Oh, just like a fist fight.
No. Pokemon fight.
What?
And maybe the trainer intervenes at some point. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, I'm not making any promises. But I'm also not making any promises. Come at me. See, because Red will be like, go Charizard! And she'll be like, that's a weak-looking Charizard! In it, Mike! She'll run up to the Charizard and be like,
He just
this
freaking
Charizard
punches it.
looks like he can't even fight a human. How is it even going to bode well against my Pokemon, mate? And Charizard will be like, roar! Incineroar! The Charizard will be like, if you think I'm so weak, why don't you come fight me yourself, idiot? And she's like,
Yeah,
you
idiot.
saved me, laddie! I'm gonna do things to you that you will not enjoy, mate.
Oh,
Charizard's like,
you could take that several ways, Edster.
Charizard's laughing, and then the trainer's like, wait, I gotta do it again. Freaking knocks Charizard's block clean off. Well, just kicks Charizard in the head to the point, like, at that one spot. Basically, Charizard's whatever temple is. I know his eyes are placed weirdly, but who cares?
Oh, Christ.
Charizard's like, ooh, I don't know where I am. Holy crap. And then she goes back and does another drop kick. She's looking like, what's his name? Jeez, I can't remember his name. He's like a Drew McIntyre, that's his name. Looking like Drew McIntyre. Ooh, rest in peace, Charizard. Red looks all afraid, and she gets Charizard, grabs him by the tail, and is like, so long, me Bowser!
So
And
long,
throws
gay
him into
Bowser.
Red. And Red's like, I got wrecked! And she's like, I'll take all your Pokemon on by myself, laddie! Come on and get up and fight like a man! And you'd be like, and you'll just see in the command logs, Red ran away. It's like, oh my gosh, Red actually ran away from a battle.
Sad thing is, that's not actually possible in any of the games. You can't escape a quick trainer battle.
It just freaking Red still somehow does it.
Just Red
kinda-
pulls off some BS.
Highest degree of nope.
Yep, the highest degree of nope.
I forgot what Red's whole team was. Everyone just knows about the Charizard.
Just everybody. It doesn't matter who
Wait,
it
what
is,
now?
just...
I don't know, I'm just gonna say some random Pokemon. Squirtle! Do your thing to her! I'm about to squirt me!
Okay,
You
whoa.
want the fully evolved version of Squirtle? You're talking about Blastoise?
Blastoise. Yeah, I know Blastoise.
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 Not actually in the Pokemon games, just like, if Squirtle were to fight Blastoise, Squirtle would win. No BS. Alright. I mean, I guess Blastoise could come in, but he's all big and heavy and slow.
Nah.
Pokemon trainers, like,
If it was about freaking
If
Smash
actually
Ult
have to
or
yell,
Smash
there's a
Brawl,
Ultra Shell, fire like cannon.
if it was about Smash Brawl, we all know freaking Ivysaur would win because quality.
Golden Shell! And Pokemon trainer's like, really, Mike? Showing your fear in front of a trainer? Pull yourself a Pokemon! Boom! Breaks that shell with one punch. Blastoise is like, Blastoise! Looking like a
Nani?
man. Gets punched clean, like clear through that wall. And she's just looking
Yeah, I
at
would probably
Blastoise.
actually kill the Blastoise, knowing the anatomy of a turtle, and that the shell is actually part of their backbone.
Yeah,
We'll
it
say
probably would
Blastoise
actually.
wins somehow because, you know, Pokemon magic.
Pokemon
Yeah.
magic.
The only ever thing.
And Blastoise is just like, he's about to faint, yeah. Like he's on his last breath. He's just looking at her. And she just points at the Blastoise and tells the Blastoise to come on.
Come
And the
on.
Blastoise shoots the freaking hydro pump, and she's like,
Jumps up there and after starts walking across the water like some anime character.
shoot ball, jumps on top of the ball, uses something to redirect the water ball back to it while riding the water ball. Blastoise is like, what? She gets hit by her own hydro pump. She jumps off the hydro pump and just gives him that smooth aerial stomp. And then he just faints, he's dead. And he's like,
just
come
dead.
on, Blastoise! Venusaur! Veno! I just eats that Pokemon. That's a pretty good plant right there. Grabs more Venusaur leaves. Tear them all. Venusaur is like, Veno! And he's like, ooh, that's a probably tasty bulb you have there. Put the hit in that bulb. Tears the bulb off. Okay, wait. I don't know what she does after that. Tearing the bulb off is already insane. That's a little too gory. Let's take a step back.
It's like, let's back up for a minute.
Let's back up for a minute. So, I don't know, she punches Venusaur in like the back or something, and he forcefully does defensive action that makes all that stuff come out of the bulb. And she keeps doing it until from his own exhaustion. That's already insane, right? What?
I was thinking that she'd do this though, because you know Venusaur is like a plant type or grass type, right? And they're weak to fire. I was just imagining like the trainer just wraps like some like paper around her fist, takes a singular lighter, just makes a bootleg flame punch. No.
Or she just creates fire with like not even paper, just super simple materials. Like she uses, okay, so while she's fighting the Blastoise, she takes the wood from the cannons, and then right when freaking Venusaur comes out, she gets one plank of wood, puts it on the ground, she's like, makes fire, takes the plank, and like puts it on her back and starts walking to the Venusaur all slowly, and she's just smiling. Venusaur is like, uh-oh. I saw what you did to the other two. Uh-oh. Just whacks Venusaur to death with
That's
the plank.
just not an uh-oh, that's an oh no.
It's oh shit. Why am I here? I'm getting back into the Pokeball.
It's like,
Like
oh.
in Venusaur, you just dig and she just fucks an earthquake.
Mike, I just took out 3 of your Pokemon, and you haven't even damaged one of mine yet, and I'm just a trainer! It's like, I can't wait to see what Pokemon you pull out. She pulls out a Pokemon, and it's freaking, what's that
Arceus.
Pokemon, Minior?
Arceus.
Minior. Okay. I mean, Minior is basically God, but okay.
Well, Arceus is also considered God in the Pokemon universe.
Minior is that like meteor,
Yeah,
right? Star
Arceus is
Pokemon,
weak.
right?
What?
Minior is that little star Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
It just pulls out a
Like, I'm
Chinchou.
just imagining it goes into its defense form, she throws it at something like a freaking bowling ball.
That's exactly what I was actually about to get into. Freaking summons Pikachu. Pikachu's like, ooh, Pika! And you're like, you're gonna summon that little rodent to fight my comet. Gets a meteor, just throws it at Pikachu. You just see freaking, like, creepy pasta guts. And Red's just like, kneeling down like, I only got 2 Pokemon left.
I'm so dead.
What's it take? And everyone's just watching. Everyone's just watching the fight like, oh my god, she's about to freaking end Red's career, dude. Holy.
Holy
Like,
World
actually
Star.
Red on the spot.
World Star.
She's actually. It's like I don't know any other like I don't know the other two Pokemon that are on Red's team, so I'm just gonna like make up random Pokemon. So see what's the Pokemon you can do the most epic? Jigglypuff. Okay, so he summons Jigglypuff, and Jigglypuff is like tries to look all threatening and mean, right? All like a tough puff coming at the new Pokemon trainer. New Pokemon trainer is like, nice balloon right there, mate. Time to pop it in it. Gets a needle. Jigglypuff's like, oh shit. Starts singing to make her fall asleep. She's like, that doesn't work on me, mate. I'm listening to some knuckle music right now.
I'm listening to some. I have my AirPods in. I got my AirPods.
Jigglypuff. She's like, why is this balloon not popping? Just stabs it again, stabs it again, stabs it again. You just see like blood holes on Jigglypuff. And Red's like, stop! She's already dead! Stop, 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 stop! Red just calls Jigglypuff in while Jigglypuff is getting stabbed. He's like,
oh my god.
I got one Pokemon left, and it's like Raichu, it's just better Pikachu. He's like,
well,
this is... He's like, this is the last Pokemon. And he just summons Raichu, and everyone's like, that's Red's last Pokemon! Oh! And then she just takes Raichu. It's an Alolan Raichu, okay? Or the Alolan, I don't know. They like to surf on their tail a lot because they're...
The one that's psychic. No.
Yeah, they surf on their tail a lot because it's kind of like a surfboard. She's like, oh, thanks, mate. I needed the surfboard. Me and my friend were about to go surfing. That's a pretty nice gift. Red's like, what do you mean? Boom! Tears the tail off. Just like puts it in her bag. And she beats up the Pokemon just like all basic human beating up something style. Nothing epic, just
freaking curb stomping the shit out of it.
Beats it up, and Red's like, stop! Runs at her and just spears her, and she just knees Red while Red is trying to spear her. She's like, you want to tussle down with me, mate? I just killed all your Pokemon, and the Pokemon are supposed to be stronger than a trainer. You're nothing. Spits in his face. He's like, I'll prove to you I'm something. All the viewers are like, no, don't do this, Red. Red's just like, so epic anime face, punch! And she just stomps on that hand before he can even get it anywhere in the air. And just keeps stomping on that fist until it comes off. She's like, I'm gonna take away your abilities.
I'm gonna
Pokemon.
beat you so hard you're gonna have a twitch.
I'm gonna make you unavailable to play Pokemon, Red. I'll keep you alive. I'll let you suffer. It's what you get. You think you're the best? I'll show
That no
you
one
who
ever
the best
was?
You think you could be the best that no one ever was? Yeah, no one was. Guess what? That's because someone is, and that someone is me. Freaking beats up Red. All willy-nilly, police come in. They're just like, stop right there, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
She summons all 6 of her Pokemon, just
all 6 of her Chaos Emeralds.
And all 6 of the Pokemon are just like extreme barrier Pokemon. And she just looks like a walking mountain at this point. Just walking away from the scene, disappearing into the mist or whatever. Even though the police are chasing her, they just kind of die because they shoot the Pokemon reflect the bullets and stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's just kind of like, holy crap, that happened, dude.
r/that happened.
r/that happened. Red just gets on the computer one day. He can't use his hands or anything.
So he uses his freaking face.
He just like Google, type in Reddit. typing in Reddit. So like voice command. He's
Freaking
"Alright, time to
chill
make this
voice
crossover
command.
/ that happen." He's like, oh, okay guys, one day I just kinda... And he just dies on the spot. It just says one day I just kinda, that's it. It just posts. Man, that would be animatable, definitely, if that actually took place in the Pokemon series.
You know, I was thinking
that.
about.
What?
I was thinking about this for the longest time though. Random, unprompted theory go. Red was never a human. He's actually a Pokemon that's using that like disguise thing. What was that one Pokemon called? Like
Ditto.
the one that was. No, not that one. Another one. The one that has an evolution that was actually in one of the Smash games.
Lucario?
What was it called?
What's it look like?
The thing that can like use. What was that ability called? It could basically mimic another member in your party, you know?
Oh, Ditto.
No. There's another
Yes.
Pokemon that could do that.
Yes.
Me too.
No.
Then what
I
other
don't know.
Pokemon character are you talking
the Pokemon
about?
that's in the Smash game is Ditto. That's the purple one.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's a black and red Pokemon.
Oh,
You're talking about Melotan?
I don't know what that is.
You mean, well, it's black and red, so it could be Sneasel, it could be Mischievous.
But he says mimic a Pokemon. Or mimic a fighter, sorry.
Well, can't Mischievous do that?
I'm not talking about it mimics a fighter, but in Smash, it uses basically Greninja special. Like, it basically a normal Pokemon you can summon that does that.
Pokemon. Yeah, I know what Pokemon you're talking about.
What Pokemon is it talking about?
Whatever it's called. Or Zoroark, whatever it's called. It's from Generation 5. Pokemon I'm thinking of.
Nah, I got hit twice. Christ, I hate this fight. But I also love it at the exact same time. Well, I guess I'll have all weekend to do this.
You know another thing I was thinking about? You know, there's not here, I'm just gonna talk about it. Imagine if Red's last Pokemon was a Voltorb, and he made it use self-destruct on the other trainer. No, never mind.
God, I'm terrible at this.
You are having bad.
Yes, very. I'm still playing Deltarune. Still trying to fight Jevil. God. This stream's been going on for like an hour of just me doing Jevil attempts. And me dying inside, Jesus Christ.
You know, I knew Pokemon existed though, I just couldn't remember the name of it. I think it's called like Zoroark or whatever. I can't pronounce it. I'm not thinking I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Zoroark.
Or Zoroark. Or, yeah, I can't pronounce it either. Don't feel bad. Yeah, that thing.
Pokemon,
Isn't that the evolution of Sneasel?
It evolves from Zora or whatever, so it's like Zorua. We get the Pokemon it evolves from at level 30.
Alright.
The main reason I'm thinking about is his main ability is illusion, which means he can morph into other things. I remember back when I used to watch the animators, like this one episode where that Pokemon was actually like a person in the episode that was like trying to get them to do things. Like, it was like this episode where they're supposed to be shooting a movie or whatever. Sadly, Brock was not in that episode though, so it was bad.
Oof. Just...
you know, that one comical character that always gets punched in the gut by that freaking bug Pokemon that I forgot the name of.
Oh yeah, that.
I still wonder what his deal was though.
Oh my god, this attack. I swear to god. I'll peer away. Defend.
I knew I wasn't crazy though when I was thinking about that Pokemon though.
Everyone's HP got jumbled up, so now Chris has 110 health, Susie has 70, and Rolsey has 90. Alright. And they did say it was random chaos.
A hard mode for Delta Room, where one of Jevil's attacks is like he leaves everyone else's health at 1, and he re-heals all of his health using that ability. He basically drains their health and becomes stronger.
That'd be disgusting, but he can only use that once. That'd be stupid if he was able to actually use that multiple times.
Oh, I should upload online some of those matches I had in freaking Jump Force. There's this guy, I was playing ranked on Jump Force, and there's this guy who almost had me. He was so close to defeating me. And I switched to that Gangster Elvis, because I'm just so good with him. Like, I had no health, he had half health, and I just did a combo, like, got him from half health to death. It's like a super advanced combo. But it won me the match.
And I need to figure out what Jump Force is in the future, because it sounds like a Smash type thing, what I've heard in the background.
Kind of.
More of a Hyrule Warriors thing.
Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
That one's good. That game's good.
I wish they made the new Smash game with Hyrule Warriors, all the 3-axis and stuff. Like, imagine 3-axis Melee Fox.
That will be nonsense. Literally get teleporting around the map.
All you hear is...
Just...
You're standing still because he's moving all around you and you're scared stiff. And just shines appear and like
Imagine
like
how freaking crazy a lot of the stuff in the game would look if it was 3D. For example, freaking Samus, if you use her ult, he's like a sweeping beam that goes across the map, and you have to jump over. That was